Now we shall see how lambda varies with change in concentration, that is square root of concentrations we have to calculate. For strong electrolytes we shall see first, and then we shall consider about the weak electrolytes. I explained you for strong electrolytes the value of molar conductivity increases rapidly. For example, here see, suppose we have NaOH or HCl or KOH we have taken as strong electrolyte. Now at the concentration, suppose here the concentration is large, at that time the molar conductivity will be less. Suppose this is the point at which the concentration is this much, the molar conductivity is this much. Now when we dilute the solution, means concentration will decrease. What will happen to the molar conductivity? It will increase. Now remember that you can say strong electrolyte is there, it is 100% ionized, then how the concentration of the ions will change, or number of ions will change. Remember here, number of ions for strong electrolytes after dilution remains constant, remains same. But what happens when we dilute the solution? Volume of the solution increases. Now you know that the positive and negatively charged ions are there in the solution. Now these ions, they have some attraction force or repulsion force. Now when we dilute the solution, these ions will move away from each other. So what will happen? There will not be force of attraction, or the effect of force of attraction or force of repulsion will decrease, and therefore the conductivity will increase. Remember here, for strong electrolytes their number of ions will not increase after dilution, but due to the decrease in force of attraction or repulsion, the molar conductivity will increase. And how it will increase? It will increase in the linear way. And so when we go on decreasing the concentration, the molar conductivity will go on decreasing, molar conductivity will go on increasing like this. But I have told you here there has some limits. From 0.001 to 0.001 molar solution there will be increase, but after that the molar conductivity cannot increase. When we dilute the solution, molar conductivity will remain constant, and so it has some limit. Now what will be the value of molar conductivity at zero concentration? When we plot this graph, you can obtain a straight line. Suppose I explain you here these points how they are obtained. Now if we have these observations, we have plotted these points, but remember after this, that is after the change in concentration or the dilution, you cannot obtain the value. But if you extrapolate this line here, this line will reach, or this line will cross y-axis at this point. That is, you can say that here this is the value of molar conductivity at zero concentration or at infinite dilution, which can be denoted by lambda 0, or it is called as molar conductivity at infinite dilution. So remember here, for strong electrolytes, by experiments we can determine what is the effect of concentration on molar conductivity, and by plotting this line and by extrapolation of this line, here this line will cross y-axis at this point, and you can call it as molar conductivity at infinite dilution. So we can determine the molar conductivity of infinite dilution for strong electrolytes like strong acids and strong bases. But remember, for weak electrolytes the effect is same, that is molar conductivity increases with increase in dilution, but the quality is different. Now remember here, at the same concentration the molar conductivity for weak electrolytes will be less. Remember, because here number of ions are less, and as we increase the dilution, means when we decrease the concentration, the molar conductivity will increase, but the manner is not same as for the strong electrolytes. Here you can obtain the curve. When we plot the graph, you can obtain the curve like this, that is the molar conductivity cannot increase in the same way. here you can obtain the points like this on this graph. So this is the nature of the curve. So remember, for weak electrolytes, molar conductivity also increases with increase in dilution, but the nature of this graph is different. Now remember that for weak electrolytes, we cannot extend this curve and find out what is the value of lambda 0. For weak electrolytes, the value of lambda 0, that is molar conductivity at infinite dilution, cannot be determined. Remember, here for strong electrolytes we can obtain the straight line, and here you can determine what is the value of lambda 0. But for weak electrolytes, the value of lambda 0, that is molar conductivity at infinite dilutions, cannot be determined. It can be determined by using Collard's law of infinite dilution.